Here's a fun fact for you to know. This is technically not a Scotch talk show. It's more like a competition announcement, but I want to drink. So, I told you guys to give me Scotch if you wanted Scotch talk to continue, and as you can see, two new bottles of Scotch sit upon the desk here. Glenlivet, which, I'll be honest, not my favorite, not the best Scotch I've ever had in my life. I've already opened it. And then, of course, this, which I've actually never heard of before. It is called Monkey Shoulder. Okay, and then on the back, it says that it's gonna taste like a mellow vanilla. Is this for review show now? Is this now me being like, all right, this one tastes a bit like this one? I'm not gonna make it that, but I mean, if you guys keep sending me scotches to talk about, I will talk about them. And then the nose on it is a zesty orange, vanilla honey, and spiced oak, which sounds amazing, and I knew something of this caliber had to be opened during a Scotch talk, which is the only reason this is a Scotch talk. There are other reasons for this to exist. Stick around till the end of the video to find that out, but before we get into it, I think I'm gonna have me just a bit of Scotch. Thank you. Boom! Monkey shoulder. Yeah, it's... Since this is basically a Scotch now apparently it is becoming a Scotch review show. So if you make Scotch, send it. I'll review it. Apparently, I had a good Scotch experience this weekend, which is me and some friends went to the Outback Steakhouse, and I had a lovely Scotch with steak. I cannot remember what Scotch it was, but it was fantastic, and I don't know if it was because it was Scotch, or because Scotch and steak is my new favorite combination of things of all time, not since pepperoni was placed on pizza, has there been such a good combination of Scotch and steak. It was a very good time for me. Anyways, let's get into this. See, the weird thing about... damn it... I don't want it to be a review show, but I guess it's a review show now. It's like, you can smell the alcohol on it, but it's not offensive, if that makes sense. Like, you're not like, oh, it's alcohol-y. Like, you get it, but it's just so nice. It's such a nice feeling. You definitely get a lot of that oak, which is one of my favorite things in Scotch, but... I don't know if it's because of the addition of that orange and the vanilla, but it's taken the oak and it's made it like, I don't know, if you made a cake out of an old dead tree, it would be what this smells like, which is good. Let's have a taste of this bad boy. My God, that is smooth. That's a very smooth Scotch. It's got a bit of a hit when it gets down to your stomach, but that is a good Scotch. But the reason why I brought you all here today, I do feel like I'm sitting at a round table and you guys are my guests. But the reason I brought you all here today is because, for those of you who are strictly Scotch Talk fans, in which case, what? I do a lot cooler stuff than just sit around and get drunk. I have another show with my friend Blake where we sit around and get drunk. Then I get around and get drunk and I do a show called Bad Examples. Like, you know, I diversify it, man. But I wrote a book called Queasel Corp. Two, actually, Queasel Corp and Queasel Corp Risen. And I just released the official Queasel Corp audiobook. It's completely narrated by me, edited by me. I did the design work. I basically went insane attempting to make an audiobook for Queasel Corp, and I did. And it was just released on Audible, so if you do not have Audible right now, go get the 30-day trial. You can get the audiobook for free. You just use the free credit they give you, and then boom, you get it. So if you want a free copy of the audiobook, you can get it that way. Or of course, it's on iTunes, it's on Amazon, it's on all of that. But you know, I'm feeling a little generous, ladies and gentlemen. And it just so happens that the company I created the audiobook with, you know, the company that sends it out to Audible, Amazon, all that, Well, they happened to throw my way about 5 or so free audiobook codes, and it seems to me that there are possibly some people out there, a little strapped for cash, but they want a copy of the book. So if you want a free copy of Queasel Corp the audiobook, a savings of $20 and the greatest non-purchase of your lifetime, then all you have to do is like this video. I mean, I am going to ask you to do stuff, I have to. So like the video, comment down below if you liked the audiobook, tell me what your favorite part was, or stuff like that. Try to stay clear of spoilers and stuff like that. Or just kind of give me a reason why you want the audiobook, but nothing like, I really like the way your voice sounds. I just really wanted it to be nice to have to fall asleep to. Don't do something like that. It might work, actually. Who knows? So, like, comment. If you are not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. I will check. And then, of course, share this video on your Facebook or on your Twitter, whatever. I will find out. I will pick up 5 random people, and I will give each of you guys the audiobook for completely free. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like my audiobook for completely free, if you want 6 hours of me telling a story, in fact, here, we're going to put this is a little preview of the audiobook. I'm going to throw it in right here.
Jacoby enters the ring, his robotic power fists covered with boxing gloves. Power fists, of course, are usually banned in the sport of boxing. However, this match is no disqualification. Lucky for Jacoby. Jacoby plays to the crowd a bit and then walks over to his corner man, Nathan. The two discuss strategy when all of a sudden, a familiar piano riff plays across the speakers. The men look confused. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Tyson enters the ring to pop hit 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. Author's note. What? You gonna make fun of Tyson for choosing that music? I mean, it's Mike motherfucking Tyson. He can enter the ring to whatever he damn well pleases, and if he chooses the pop anthem of a generation, then you respect that.
So yeah, it's a story that kind of takes the Lord of the Rings fantasy travel mythos and tosses it on its head. And if you're into that idea and you want to hear me read it and do goofy voices and stuff like that, then like, comment, subscribe, and share it with all of your friends, ladies and gentlemen. I will pick 5 in a week, and I will make sure all of you guys get your audiobook codes in no time. Thanks. I don't know why I'm ending it like that. This isn't a commercial. This is Scotch Talk. What the fuck am I doing? I really like how my attire for this is going downhill. Like, I wore a really fancy robe the first week, a little bit less fancy the next week, then a suit. Now I look like Simon Cowell's, like, flamboyant cousin. I'm just like, yes!